I'm Lexi, and I'm in the US. Not too long ago, we took a look at that buttermilk hack where you add lemon juice to milk instead of using buttermilk. But we used chocolate cupcakes, so it was kind of hard to discern a flavor difference. And I kind of thought that we should try it with something like pancakes. So that's what we're going to do today. Instead of doing pancakes on the stove, I am going to do like a pancake bar in the oven. That's just easier for me. And pancakes aren't something that I make real often, so I don't have a go-to pancake recipe. So I turned to our good friend the internet and found a recipe that I'll be using today, and I will link that down below in the description. But let's head into the kitchen and get some pancakes made. Okay, so just like last time, we're going to start by adding our lemon juice to our milk so that can start doing its thing while we get the rest of the ingredients together. This recipe calls for 1.25 cups of buttermilk. So to our 1.25 cups of milk, I'm going to add 1 and a bit tablespoons. Now we can get the rest of everything together. Each of these bowls has 1.25 cups of flour. And you know what I forgot? A whisk. Better. And into each of these goes 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And nice pinch of salt, and then 2 tablespoons of sugar. Get this out of the way. Just give those a little whisk to combine. We're going to set those aside and bring in our milk and buttermilk. We are going to add 2 eggs. That almost went poorly. And then this is 1/4 cup of melted butter. Put these eggshells in here. And then just give these each a whisk. I like doing this twisting technique if I'm trying to whisk in a small, limited area, like a measuring cup. Gets the job done without making a mess. And this is going to go into here. And this is going to go into here. These are going to go over here. And these each just get a little bit of whisking. The batter's still going to be a little bit lumpy when you're done. If you stir too much, you're going to kind of have like flat, chewy pancakes. And we don't want that. We want fluffy, tender pancakes. So that looks pretty good for that one. And this one. And I bet you're going, why do you have a cutting board? You haven't cut anything. You don't need to cut anything. It's pancakes. Well, we're going to make my favorite pancakes. Banana pancakes. Set that aside. Now we get to get the bananas chopped up. Not sure how many we're gonna need, so I'll start with 3. 3 sounds like a good number, right? Can always cut up more if we need them. Now, bonus points to anyone who can tell me why banana pancakes are my favorite pancakes. And there is enough information in other channel videos for you to figure it out. Let me know down below in the comments if you get it. And the certain few of you who know me, you're not allowed to answer. Okay, we got bananas. I'm gonna turn these like this and go get one of the trays to load up the pancakes. Now the website I found this recipe on says to use cooking spray, but I don't have cooking spray. So I just put down these silicone mats. And it looks like maybe my pans are too big. That seems to be a running theme recently. But we'll just go like that. We'll make it work. And drop in some bananas. And it looks like, yes, I'm going to want to cut up another banana or 2 for the other set of pancakes. I'm also going to sprinkle some cinnamon on here because I like cinnamon in my banana pancakes. Set this aside and do the other one. This batter is definitely thicker. And that's kind of what we saw a little bit with the cupcakes too. Kind of a bump. Drop in our bananas. Cut up another banana. Gotta have a bite for me, right? But I'm going to put both of these in the oven at 350 degrees for 15 minutes. And then there's one more step, so I'll see you in a minute. The pancake bars are out of the oven. And like I said, there's one more step. And it dawned on me that I forgot to put cinnamon on the buttermilk ones, but that'll just make it easier to tell them apart when we go to taste them after we've cut them up. But the last step is we're going to take some melted butter and just brush it over the top. Sounds good, doesn't it? Nice buttery pancakes. And after you get these coated, just a light coating is good enough. These need to be put underneath your broiler, or if you're in the UK, that's I believe your grill, for just a few minutes until they start to brown up a little bit in places. But I'm going to finish that up, get these under the broiler, and I will see you back at our regularly scheduled location. All right, so I've got one of each here, and I don't quite understand what it is, but the ones made with the milk didn't brown nearly as well as the other ones did. Is that a factor of the buttermilk? I'm not sure. Do I have any scientific people out there who can answer me? Let me know down below. Let's take a bite without maple syrup before we try adding some syrup, shall we? Move this onto the plate a little better. The one with the milk and lemon juice first. They're good. It's a good pancake bar. It's a good recipe. And the one with the buttermilk has a little bit more of that buttermilk twang, that buttermilk pancake flavor that I expect out of pancakes, or I think that most Americans expect out of pancakes, because the majority of pancakes here are made with buttermilk. Also, you can kind of see this is the one made with milk, and it's quite a bit flatter than this one. It also spread out a lot more in the pan. But let's add some maple syrup and take another bite, because why not, right? That is good maple syrup. And I know we're not here to judge maple syrup, but that is good stuff. Well, I think my final decision is that the buttermilk ones are definitely puffier and definitely have more of the traditional buttermilk pancake flavor. There is a flavor difference when you're not drowning the whole thing in chocolate. There's also a bit of a textural difference. The ones made with milk are a little gummier. I know that's not really a word you associate with pancakes, but that's the only one I'm coming up with, where the buttermilk ones are light and fluffy. Does that mean the ones made with milk are bad? No. Does that mean if I don't have buttermilk, I probably won't make pancakes? Yeah, probably. I don't see me using the milk and lemon hack for buttermilk pancakes in the future. It just isn't really an adequate substitute, in my opinion. Does that mean that these aren't going to get eaten? Of course not. You know, we hate food waste around here. And you drown anything in enough butter or maple syrup and it's good. But after 2 tests, I am going to stick with buttermilk. Is it a little inconvenient to have to run out to the store to get it the 3, 4, 5 times a year that I might be making a recipe with buttermilk? Yeah, but the store's just up the road. I know the store for you might not be just up the road, but for the majority of us, it probably is. And I'd rather run up the road and get the right ingredient than end up with slightly gummy pancakes without that rich buttermilk flavor. But that's all I've got for today. So if you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye!